Just give a little time for Sandra Hinton to come on in. She'll be here shortly. One more song. We're going to open up. Sounds like some old down south song going back to mama's house. Get ready to eat some barbecue. It's a test for all of us. Could you imagine those who are not aware of what they need to do? Even when you're a little confused each day, you still have it to make it through. Just enough. Woo, it's hot. I'm gonna bury my face in a towel. Right, we're gonna open up. Or you'll make it. Okay, we'll pop the music off for now. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Sandra Hilton, our licensed professional counselor, and Priscilla G is here. Welcome.
Thank you.
We're just going to not just hang around dead weight waiting for her. We know she's on her way, but we're just going to talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat room. And, you know, one of the things I saw, Ren H, you're feeling it, but you'll get through it.
Yeah.
It's affecting everybody in a different way, but this particular time is engineered. We know it's engineered. Those of us who are spiritually know that this time period is a test, but it's not a test run. This is the real thing. Our whole life has been a test getting us ready for this. And now those of us who have those resources and those awarenesses, that alone is going to hold us up, because we know we won't even go through the initial shock, but it's a gradual thing that is squeezing us, and some are falling off. Some are falling off, some are committing suicide, some are being killed, and it's called a suicide. But it's like now every week now, somebody so-called prominent or somebody who has a little more visibility does it. But then again, in our families and in our circles, we're seeing this more so too. And really, you know, perception is a hell of a thing. To me, I'm not saying this is imaginary, but we're being caught up in this shift.
Yeah.
And we're feeling, but it's more so boogeyman's outside the door. The boogeyman's outside the door. And you're seeing how things are, and the fear put out. The jab, the mask, frustration, food shortage. This channel that is very amusing that I watch. What is it? Not the Epic Economist, but it's so you had to see it. It's a white guy. You don't see him. It's an older white guy that narrates everything. And next week, it seems like it will be finally here. The economic collapse is going to happen. It's going to send a shockwave throughout the world. Not only that, but America seems like it's so determined to meddle in the business of Taiwan and China. Yet over with Russia and the Ukraine, troops are lining up. Nuclear war is imminent. You know, what will we do? We will see what will happen. Millions would lose their homes when the economic bubble and the housing bubble. You know, I mean, it's like doom and gloom channel.
Yeah.
But we better be aware of certain things, because things happen. And I do know that something's going to happen en masse with all of this. It's like, boom. The boom didn't come yet, but it's coming, you know? Yes. You know, so it's a mind thing right now. Don't let the fluff and all the fear stuff knock you off before the real thing happens. When the real things happen, if you somewhat have your ducks in a row, and if you're aware of how the world's going to be, I'm not worried about nothing.
You gotta trust your gut too.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, it's like the squirrels know the wintertime is coming. Gather up your nuts. Do what you have to do. Movement, to me, is the antidote and the cure for this thing called fear. You see what I mean? Movement. Keep your hands moving. If you're sitting there waiting for the inevitable, what they say the inevitable is, then you're going to go crazy. Keep your hands moving. If you look at history, traumatic things happen to people. Things happen, but we always took it as chance. Now we know things are being engineered, and we can't even really bank on that. What are they going to do? Get all the black people in the world and snuff us out? We're everywhere. Get all the people. There will be things that might snuff out millions at a time or hundreds of thousands at a time. I do feel that, you know, the World Trade Center was a warm-up, and it made us lose certain so-called rights that they violated anyway. And with the social media now, they're locked into our brains. They gave us something, and we ate it up. Just like when you sprinkle little food substances to make a bird or some kind of animal go into a cage. Give it right in the cage. Sprinkle a little bit, and more you sprinkle more. So they're right in front of the cage, eating, and go right in the cage, and boom, you got them. So that's what we are. And so we feed into the fear. And like I said, until I get the memo, I'm looking forward to the best days of my life.
That's right.
I got to set up for that, so that when this fear mongering comes, it's like, okay, let me check down the list. Okay, the housing bubble. Okay, boom, I'll take care of that. Okay, the food thing. Okay, I'm gonna take care of this. Boom. Maybe I might get some more property and grow stuff and put a whole wall around that. Put a little structure there so I can go. You know, I mean, we're too open. There's things we have to do. I'm not going to blame us, but instead of looking outside, again, I always compare it to a boxing match. Like, what is the opponent going to do? Is he going to hit me? Is he going to hit me hard? Is he going to knock me out? You lost the fight already. You say to yourself, okay, I'm going to get hit in this fight. I know I'm going to get hit. I might get a black eye, broken nose, knock out my teeth, what little I have. And so what? Because what I plan on doing to him, he's going to have to worry. I'm coming so hard, he's going to have to worry.
Right.
I don't do worry. I do concern. And when I'm concerned about something, there's a call to action that I have to. What do I need to be concerned of? Yeah, I know all of that, but what do I need to be concerned about? How can I shield myself from this if it's going to come? I'm not scared of it, but since you talking this stuff, man, I'm gonna meet you around the corner. I'm gonna stab you. Man, I'm gonna meet you. Okay, it may not happen. You might see me and I go boo, and you run.
Exactly.
If I see a knife in your hand and I didn't heed the call, then I wouldn't be able to. You come out with the knife and I'm boom, I got a gun. You know what I mean? You can't take everything as a bluff situation, because there's some out here who will come and do you.
Right.
You know, and I know that at the end of the day, I know that everything natural and everything human, HUE-MAN, you know what that means? Somebody hates. And they don't like it. They don't like nature's relationship to us, and they're doing everything to pull us away from nature.
That's right.
They pull us away from nature. Now that they got us away from nature, that sustains us, and where we won't have fear because we're fed, we have the materials to build our homes, we're with each other all day, we barter with our neighbors, and we don't have to go to anybody's job to get the useless dead manifestation of life force called money. We're all life force. We celebrate in each other, but now that we're out of that system, he can put fear in our heart because we have no natural backup. And as far as I'm concerned on this level, nature and all things natural is the closest proof that there is a creator, because he gave us a heck of a place. When I say he, I mean her, I mean the female energy, I mean all of that. That's just the way I talk. I'm not dismissing, the female energy, because like segment 7 said, at the end of the day, it's that female energy that's going to be the one standing.
That's right.
And the one proven to have created this whole thing. And I'm glad about that. I'm happy about that. But something doesn't like us in our natural state and is always trying to change us around from who we are. You know what I mean?
They're doing a good job.
Yeah. Quick too. I mean, really society change. I mean, even in my little short lifetime, I'm like, I know the chronological age that I am, but when you compare yourself to everything that's been here, there are trees that you look at and say, man, that tree look like it's been here about 5,000 years. You know what I mean? My little brief stay here is like, I'm in and out.
That's nothing. Right.
Exactly. And I will say earlier, I had some back and forth issues with the internet. So if I pop off, I will come on my phone when Sandra gets here. Okay. I'll be monitoring everything just in case, but I'm going to get quiet when she gets here anyway. So she can put down what she has to put down. And let me just give her another, I don't want to bug her, but she should know that, we're coming on. If she doesn't come on, it's been a long day. Like I said, it's better to have the short, frequent shows and different things and like that. So we'll be offering all different types of stuff because, like I said, that time is coming because I have a certain quota in my mind of quality stuff to do. And I've committed to this more so, and it's going to be good. It's going to be a good ride. Buckle your seatbelts. You may not be up to see every show because it's going to be so much content. You're going to have to sleep at some point. Dang, every 2 hours he's putting something up. I gotta sleep.
I'm sending her a message anyway.
Yeah. I don't know if she got my message or whatever. I sent it through Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I can use a little hand rag to wipe, but I'm gonna take a whole towel and just put my face in it. Woo! I love it though. I'm not complaining, but I'm low key sweating all day. That's something.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, but that's good. Right here in this particular apartment, we didn't seal up and purchase ACs or anything like that because we're only here for a short time. But I won't have ACs, but I do like it. Even when we do, I like it like this. I like to sweat. I like to be connected to nature. I don't want to shut it out and just be like, okay, I'm just this temperature. There's a benefit to continuously sweating, like low key. Like this is not unbearable. This shirt might be a little moist or whatever. I've been walking around with some stuff and I'll be up for a little while longer. But I think there's a connectedness with nature with that. Okay. The systems you're flushing out. Water, water, water. You're
Water,
drinking water.
water, water. Drink water, expel water. Yeah, well,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
I
It's the
guess,
way.
after a while you get used to it too, because I'm sure it wasn't that easy to get used to
Mhm.
when you first got there, the
Weird.
oppressiveness of the heat.
It was, but it wasn't. It was because this is what I like,
Mm.
but it didn't shut off. That's the part, like, okay, in America, like, it gets nighttime, it gets extra cool, but up in the
Mhm.
mountains now, it does get cool,
Yeah,
at night,
right.
not cold or anything, but it's just, see, this heat is different than anything in America. Synovia, Sister Synovia will tell you that. It's
Right.
just a different thing. When you get it, just like I left New York and went to Florida, I was like, ooh, this is warm down here. Because it was like, what was it? The first time I went down, well, it was in the summertime, years before that, but
Mhm.
it was still the winter time. But when I really like, man, this is different. And it was cool for down there. But
Mhm.
coming here, it's like leaving New York and going to Florida. This is it. It don't get no better than this. It don't get no better than this. Seriously. If this is what you like,
Wow.
better. No, it doesn't get no better than this. Yeah.
Wow.
Yell fire. I have to keep closing in because I'm naked and everything's open. Just hitting on.
Oh my gosh.
A whole
Well.
lot of air in this. Oh man.
You got the breeze going through you. Huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Got to.
Yeah. But
Thing.
um I hope she does come on, because I really feel like a lot of people, even folks listening in that might not even chime in on the chat, you know, they need to hear what she has to say. You never know. She might say something that will, encourage someone to say something, or, express how whatever they're going through, you know?
Right. Well,
It's just
that
too much.
is.
It's just happening too frequently.
Well, it is, and also I think that the powers that be want us to feel that it's even more than what it really is. It is, no doubt, but they
Mhm.
want to make us feel that it's even amped, even more. You know,
So is that
uh,
because of social media? Because now every
I
time
would say
something
so.
happens, somebody can jump on, oh, my cousin did so and so, oh, my brother did so and so, oh, this person in the media did so and so,
But it
so
amps it up. Yeah, that amps it up. I mean, there's also lots of things going on, but remember, they have a thing called algorithms. They have a way of limiting certain things and letting other
mhm,
things go through even more. So
mhm,
if it's the same as it's been with a certain trajectory, even if it's just a little more, I
mhm.
feel that they're gonna, okay, let's let the post go through where it's nothing but suicides. Because you can put something out there and it's never seen. They've done it to me.
Right.
You like, okay, like you'll search something, you'll search the
Mhm,
exact title and it don't come up. Hey, what's going on? And when you're not
right.
sure, and it's a certain way in certain posts, certain things, and I'm going real deep in this thing. I'm like, I've gotten deep over the years, of course, but like I'm studying, like I'm in college, like we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty, uh,
Mhm,
and what I'm learning is that there are ways to beat certain things with what they do, but that's deep under the hood. I've waxed the car and I've changed the oil and put transmission. Now I'm taking engines apart symbolically.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
We're gonna see because they can't do everybody, but I do feel that they allow certain things out there even more than others, and what they
Mhm.
put out there. And there's a lot of feel good stuff that's put
Right.
out as an escape, like but low vibrational feel good stuff, not like the sex and stuff like that, but low vibrational. I walked through Disney. Here's my camera. I did this and I did that, and just stupid, it's really stupid little things. Like
Right.
I
Right.
saw this post on Facebook, and I don't really, yeah, G9EZ, they do that, hacking people's Facebook and posted stuff. And see, it's not just people hacking into your stuff. They can
Right.
do it. People
Do you want me
who
to call her?
do. Yeah, yeah, just give her a
All
call.
right.
Maybe
All
she
right.
kind of dozed off. As soon as you said that, the porno people come and try to drop their freaky links. But yeah, it's they're very shrewd at what they do. They've studied humankind, and well, not humankind. We are humans. They're humankind. They don't study themselves. They know themselves. Miko in the house. Welcome. But yeah, they've studied us so much, And now with this whole predictive thing going on where they know what to put in your feed because of what you put out before. Like I said, we go on YouTube, and the things that we look at, we're telling them what we like. We're telling them our weaknesses. You don't think so? Like I said before in the other show, go to your YouTube, sign in to YouTube, and look at your YouTube feed where things are suggested to you, right? If you have videos, not your video page, but where things are suggested to you, right? And look at the kind of stuff that you've kind of, they're going to suggest things to you. I mean, that's good business practice because that's to keep you on there long, but I feel there's something more devious about that. Meaning that go and sign out from YouTube, sign out of your account, and go to the homepage again, the general homepage, to see what YouTube is putting out, not what you required or accrued over time, where they say, okay, with that whole predictive thing, they know what you like. See what's put out there without that, just plain.
All right, I didn't get her.
Okay, yeah. Well, this might be a short one, even though I would stay up if, and I'm not trying to be funny, we'll stay on for a little while and talk, but we'll hang on to see if she comes in, and maybe, like I said, it could be something. Maybe she could have fell asleep. She works hard. She does a lot of stuff, Right. I mean, we all doing certain levels. Oh, I just dropped my charger in my phone. Let it stay
wow.
there. Yeah, gravity works, but the floor always keeps it up. Look, I don't worry about nothing. I'm not. Right? Oh, yeah. Like YouTube also pushes nonsense throughout the algorithm. They do. Yeah. And we're studied in this artificial intelligence, and it's beyond. We got to stop thinking that it's just people sitting around in the office or this. Oh, yes, this is what Lance looks like. They got artificial intelligence that severely amplifies everything. So they got a file on everything we like. The powers that be, that are the human beings, they just have to run this thing and let it run. It's like back in the old days in the old movies in the South, and they're chasing slaves, and you got the fat slave catchers and whatnot, and they just get the bloodhounds and just let them run on out to do the work for them. And after 30 seconds, he's getting all bit up. And then he's there, and then they come on up and they get them. They use that against us that way, and we're giving everything up. Even with DuckDuck, you have Google, you got Yahoo, you got all these different search engines, and Firefox and everything. Even though I'm safe on DuckDuckGo, yeah, to a point. It's all there. I remember back in the day when cell phones first came out before they were digital, and they were analog. Two different types of signals. Analog signal was like a telephone signal, a cordless telephone back in the day, where you can pick up the signals, which I used to have scanners and pick up all the neighbors. And it would just catch it. It would just run through the 10 frequencies. And if somebody made a phone call, all of a sudden across the street, down the block, around the corner, bam, it would catch it.
Stop.
Wake up. See who this is now. Man, that's much younger, I'm telling the truth. Hey, what's up? What you doing? I don't know, man. What's up with you? Can I slide by? I'm like, to my drugs? Yeah. I need that good thing you give me. Oh, I'm ready for it. Yo, I know that voice.
Oh my gosh.
And all day, and the gossipers and whatnot. I walked out very knowledgeable. I always knew. Well, what used to happen is that with cell phones, they had an analog signal too.
Right.
We have different towers. Like if you're driving this way and you're going toward this tower back in that time, that tower would pick up and deal with the phone call. When you went away from that tower and you went to this next tower, it would drop there and go. So you weren't listening to the phone, because you were really listening to the tower and all of the calls that came in through that tower. You see what I mean? People travel. Now, if they were on foot in one little area, it's like you're hearing their phone call as you scan, what was it, 869 megahertz through 870 something, or all the way to 890 something megahertz, or whatever. So you'd go through, it was a bigger range because you had several towers around you.
Right.
And if a person was on a highway, you hear then you hear, that means they left the tower. And this is back in the late 80s, early 90s, right? So I was always a gadget dude and whatever. So people who are into that, they know. I used to get these magazines. He used to tell us more about it. And I could have got further into it, but I didn't. It was a never ending whatever. Now we got social media. It's kind of like a similar thing. But
same thing, right?
Yes, and people are giving up their information. But the funny part about it was that, now how to explain this? You had the towers, you had cars moving through fast, moving from one tower to the next. So if you do know about how phones were hacked back then, if you had a legitimate cell phone, which most of us didn't do until Metro came around, but they were very expensive to have. Late
Right.
80s, early 90s, cell phones, unless you were some kind of dealer or whatever.
They look like bricks. These people
It's
walking
like,
around with these
what I gotta wrap it-
ginormous things.
yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Flip, you open it up, it's like a lawn chair. You can sit down in that bad boy. But what happened was, every time, if you notice sometime back in those early days, not the digital days of the present, and which was like mid 80s going up to the year 2000 with cell phones, because it became digital network, whatever, safe. The digital was safe. You can still get it if you were the government or somebody who had all this equipment or whatever, because they got something against everything. But you'd have regular people who were the hackers. But how did they hack a phone? You have the phone in your hand. They had to get to the phone. They didn't get to the phone. Here you are driving in your vehicle on an analog cell phone. That's not digital, but just before the digital age. You drive it along and you go through a tunnel. Well, guess what would happen? Sometimes, if you can remember, the cell phone call would drop for those of us who had the analog days.
Right.
Sometimes it would pick it up. Sometimes it wouldn't. But a lot of times, and most times, it got better and better where you didn't have to dial again. You just waited a bit.
And it would come back. Yeah.
Then you know now. So like, it was a common thing. Oh, I'm get ready to come to this tunnel. Might die. Okay, I'll wait. And you wait and it comes back. So it reconnects when you come out of the tunnel.
Right.
The hackers had a thing like a beeper, and they hung out at the exit of the tunnel.
What?
So when your phone reconnected, they were there to pick up the signal and to reconnect with that too, and see whatever numbers it was to your phone.
Oh my God.
They parked in the car on the side of the highway, or walk down near the highway, or be wherever the highway was. They didn't have to be on the highway. They could just hang out. There was always somebody on their phone. Not everybody, because they already didn't have a cell phone in. You fishing. I got 10 numbers. I can work on this now. And you call your boy who's in his little lab, and he feeds these numbers into his stuff and takes, and then you give this out you transfer it to another phone, a dummy phone, and you sell the phone, or somebody brings their phone and imprints technical name. You understand the concept. They imprint the data that they got from when you were coming out the tunnel, reconnected with your phone, because the signal goes out everywhere. It doesn't just go straight to the tunnel. It's like a cordless phone. It goes out everywhere, but it does catch that antenna. So now you sit here and you're talking, and if you had a good account, maybe but maybe 2 or 3 days go by, and your phone's off, and you call the company, and it's like, well, you have a bill for $27,000 because they would give out that same.
Oh my God.
It was like, I'm just going to give this one number to one person. They giving it out as much as they can. And what happened is, when that person who may have given, I'm going to give you $100 for the cell phone. Now they front with a cell phone in the hood. And after 3 days, you give me this $100, guess what? We can't guarantee you for this month if it's going to stay on.
Right.
Now you're pissed off because chances it's not going to last this month. And you're like, okay, no problem. But if it ends before the month is over, we'll re-it up. We'll recharge it for you. And if you get a week or 2 or 1 day, this is how this game goes. But you're going to get service for this next 30 days that we're going to do, or whatever amount of days. They got a girlfriend or somebody they want to impress. Hey, girl, here's this number, and you call out. I don't think you can receive calls, but you called out.
Right.
You're out. Receiving is something you did on your own, like call me on the house phone, or, hit them on the beeper, because those are the beeper days. You hit them on the beeper, you call back, you call out.
Right.
And so forth. So if you got a rich account, there was no real way to get those. But if you went way out where affluent people were, you go up into Westchester, New York, in certain areas, and sit by the tunnel, and they're talking. All right, Bill, we're going to try to move $4 billion in assets over to the next one's on stock in Wall Street, blah, 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 blah. You get that bad boy. You put up that person's company account, they never find out.
My God.
Looks at your bill every month, you find out quick. But If you run into a corporate account, you run that bad boy for months, maybe years, because they have, you know, people who call and call country, and they run up big bills anyway.
That's true.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing like with credit cards. Same thing with credit cards. Now, I never dealt in this stuff. I'm not telling on myself, y'all, but growing up in the city and knowing different types of people, you learn these things. And that's how I'm learning this anyway. I want to find out about stuff. When somebody does, okay, Synovia, we understand. We understand. But okay, like with gas. Right. You had guys that got a hold of that worked in gas stations. So you got to be careful still too. Like, you know, you give your car to an attendant who the boss is pissed off with them and he knows he's going to get fired any day now. He going to run this thing through it and get your credit card numbers and give it to somebody else in another state so they can use it, so that they can't trace it back to that transaction. They give those numbers to that guy, or they work along with a dude all of these numbers who worked in retail. This is years ago. Right. And so for the guys that drove taxis, drove vans like myself, who drove for a living where you put in a full tank of gas in every day. Imagine that. I mean, like normal people, they put a full tank of gas. So for me now, like I don't even drive now, right? I don't have a car. I left it, all these things in America. But when I do drive, and getting one tank of gas, and you know, and even now I'm not going to be driving as much. I'm going to go to the market, go here, but it's not like, yeah, like I used to do back in the day. I used to drive for pleasure, me and my friends, Kevin, Jack Griffin, you know what I mean? Everybody else, countless others, whatever. Right. So we have these inside jokes, and that's why I have these stories. But if they got a hold of a credit card of a trucking company, oh man, where they make duplicates for the drivers that drive cross town and they monitor everything. Well, when they see these hot for trucks, you lucked out when you got that. And so that guy would come around and he'd give them a CB radio. You had the dollar vans that were driving, or they go to a certain place like on Sutphin Boulevard and tell all the, because it wasn't like in a nationalistic way divided, but the Jamaicans and Caribbean folk kind of hung out on the Cuban. African meaning they were born in Africa. We were all African. Right. That's the way they say it. And you had the guys with the Q6 route. They were like renegades. We didn't pay them no mind. You were below us type thing. I didn't think that, but that's just a hierarchy in the street. So you have the guy that comes out who has his credit card or credit cards. Won't say his name or remember his name. He's a cool guy. And you know, even from back then, he was always teasing me about the internet. And the internet back in the mid 90s and going to the late 90s, it wasn't, but he would always call me like, oh yeah, you the internet king. What? Like, he's that. Yeah, back then he said, yeah, there's something about you, man. When you really get into the internet, man, all them stories you tell and all that stuff I see you going through, what? From back then. Wow. He was from Guyana. He was an Indian from Guyana. You know, I remember him. He's gonna finally show. He's gonna see me and come on, be like, oh, you know what I mean? Oh, tell him how it was, and then you're gonna hear more stuff that I forgot about. But he used to come. I'm not saying his name, but he used to come around and get on. He'd catch one of us, like, yo, Lance, let me use your CB. Ride me up to the thing. So he was royalty. He didn't pay nothing because you hooking us up. Listen up, everybody. I'm gonna be by the so-and-so gas station 8 o'clock tonight. Be there. And then you see another guy, you know, that heard that. He passed along. Everybody passing. Hey, people, our boy gonna be on so-and-so and so-and-so Queens Boulevard, Hillside Avenue by Queens Boulevard, 8 o'clock. Yeah. You hear that? Yeah, man, hear that. And you hear the guy who's like way out on a run. So his voice on the CD sounds, it was like a roll call. Lines. Yeah, man, I'm right here with him. I hear it. Okay. And then, you know, even some of the Africans that were driving the Q6 route, that if there was like a little beef, if they came and took passengers or something, you know, and then ran off with it, we'd fix them all like, no, you ain't coming here and getting this sale. Get out. You know what I mean? So he'd sit there, he'd run the card and pull out the pump, and we'd line up. And the guy inside was down with him. He was down with him. Like, he was going to get hit off a little bit. So he turned his head to it. So homeboy sitting up there, whatever comes up on the pump, if you had $50 worth of gas, $60 worth of gas, you pay 60, 30, 50, 25, 40, 20, half. And you look around, and the funniest thing is to see 35 and 40 vans lining up all the corner.
What?
And you see the next old white man at the pump saying, "Ellie, there's something going on here. These vans, these black people are lining up. You know, we have to call the authorities." What can you say? It wasn't like that back then. We're going to call the FBI and they're going to show up.
The internet hadn't, gotten to where they could track anything yet. So who's going to track it?
You're doing this and putting it out there and saying this is something fishy. Right?
That's it.
So everybody wanted to be in the front and get on up out of there. And if after a while one card didn't work, well, you got 40 more.
Jesus, my gosh.
But then it was wide open. A lot of technology, a lot of things were wide open, and that's how it worked. It was funny.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go with some people, you go with them. They take you someplace, and you get half off. So it's just like people with food stamps, hood tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Got $500 worth of food stamps, yo. Just give me $250. And if they were desperate, I'm gonna give you $150 right now, man.
Exactly.
Oh man, all right. So there's no shame going through the, all kind of people, diamond rings and Benzes outside, and they giving up their food stamps. And the people, you got white cashiers and white neighborhoods. I know what you're doing. You're cheating the system.
Who cares? Who cares?
I know. And then now with the cards, we're making the card now, the EBT card, to go against this. No, they just come with you.
That's it.
You pick what you want, and they buy it.
That's it.
So what you gonna do? Implant it. How you know where it's gonna go? They'll just go buy it for you. You just get the food won't taste right. It'll disintegrate if your mouth doesn't eat it. It ain't gonna work like that. There's always something around something.
And there's always a way to do it. Exactly. That's
Black
right.
Folks will find a way.
Black
folks will find a way.
Innovation at work.
There's no need to worry. Innovation will conquer all.
Exactly. For real.
Necessity is the mother of
invention. Indeed.
That's right. These black people are brilliant.
That's why they hate us. That's why they hate us. I mean, because we're the engineers of life, for real. We're the true engineers.
Exactly. So that's why they study us so much. But they've been all kind of hustles and pum on credit and just things I've heard about.
Explain that one to me, please.
Well, dudes want their, like Roman said, they want their work release. They want their release after work. They may not have the money. So certain things in the neighborhood, people, just like the grocery store that knows. And when you go in there and buy something, they bust out. Now, okay, we're going to give this to you, but you're going to pay us this. I want you to initial this, right? That back in the day, grocery store, corner store credit.
They did that. Yeah. Yes. Especially over there in Crown Heights. If you had, if
but they got to know you.
Yeah, they got to know you.
It's not about the credit score. It's about the trust.
It's the trust. Exactly.
Yeah. And I know Pope Leo X, who owned several stores throughout his life, and he spoke about that to a point. I think he did, when
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the way it was. Ren H said, no, but that's what it would be. Like you go to the grocery store and you lived in the neighborhood.
I don't think that's why she said, I
was around. I didn't necessarily, like me, like I never knocked a man for the things that he did that way, but I was always like also a businessman. I was on the other side of it. I was more employed. I didn't condone it, but I understood it. Not just that, but lots of other things. I kind of like, that's kind of slick. You get money that way. I'm not condoning. I was never saying no daughters to do that. I'm not a pimp or whatever, but I wasn't trick-minded. Damn, how much you say? I'm gonna go. No, I'm bugging out that you're making money. I'm not saying it's a good thing because if things on a spiritual level, on all kinds, we understand that. But it's just like I was never on the side of the person who was buying. It's like amazing people, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the way it is, though. And even when they snatch money away from us or try to make everything digital, we still gonna find a way to barter and work around. Always had that about us. I mean, we have a connectedness about us. I mean, even out here in the motherland, there may be some brothers who don't speak much English. They might come from other places. There are people who are here in Ghana who are not from Ghana. They're from places where English is spoken, but they don't want to speak English, and they don't speak what they speak here in Ghana. You know, it's not like, well, there's the African language. No, even in Ghana alone, I think there's like hundreds of different, when you go out in the different parts and stuff like that, their languages, they're language locked. But they'll go back to English now because they all will speak some type of English.
Right.
Who come here, who are not from here, but the black thing that we do, we walking down the street, what's up, man? What's up?
Oh, they all know that. Yeah. Yes.
What's up? And emotions. Like,
the universal movements. Yeah.
Push it in your pocket, you pull out a little money, like, yo, man, let me ask you something. Huh? And now you got a language problem. Like, not a problem, but there's a man, they're building an apartment next to me, and they're building an apartment building across the street. Some of the videos when it's angled, you can kind of see it, but I don't really do that angle. I do the angle with the streets behind me because I know folks like to see people driving by and people walking by and pretty shapely girls walking by and stuff like that. But he's there. He don't speak no English at all, right? So Mrs. saw some banana bush or whatever.
Sucker.
Yeah, exactly. And they dug some out. And like here, not everybody has an appreciation for plants and trees and different things because it's so much in abundance. It's like, rip up that big mango tree that has like 500 mangoes on it and toss it. Like, what? They just toss it down. They had all this, the banana suckers and stuff. So Mrs. Skirver's like, because you know she's like the Terminator with anything green. Wait, they got rid of some. So he has a feeling about it. Like, oh no, I gotta save them. I got land I can plant them on. What are they doing? Right. That because there was one tree that they had chopped down. She saw through the window. She said, "Oh, Lance, see if you can go over there and get some of." It was something, some kind of plant, but they took it away or something like that, just real quick. The truck came in. I guess they're going to use it somewhere else. So we went over there to the man, and we were speaking to him. He didn't speak a lick of English. And so I had to kind of, you know, it's almost like speaking like, you know, in the cartoons when you're speaking to a Martian, we come in peace, and you know, or come on now, you know how it is when you speak to that Chinaman, right? And we start trying to talk Chinese with it. You know, now and you get I want so and so I want to buy so and so. Oh, you mean that that box of oranges over there?
Yes. Oh, you speak English?
But we try to get into their way of talking, you know, like they don't know nothing, right? So I did the same with him, but I wasn't trying to say he was stupid. It's just that I know he didn't speak English. And it was like, you know, we were trying our best, and we pointed, and I said, how much? He didn't understand that one. He's looking. And I pulled out some money. I said, you know, we want to take, you know, and we'll give you how much? Oh. So he went to the other girl that was selling fruit in front of the little construction area there. You probably see her in the back of the videos with an angle that way. And so she knew. So I said, listen, tell him. So she was a translator. Said, listen, we want to buy some of those suckers over there and everything. And how much is he going to charge? And she was saying, oh, it's not his. And, you know, it's part of the property and everything like that. And when we said, listen, we'll pay him right now. Oh, he said it's going to be 35 CDs. So, you know what I mean? He changed his mind.
Oh, my goodness.
So he got everything together. Then they had some charcoal that they made. They were burning stuff. And the charcoal is good to put around the base of the plants. When Miss Skirt goes up on the hill, she'll bring all of that stuff up there. So we got a big, about as big as me, like about up to here, but wide, full of charcoal. But we didn't bring it up yet. It's downstairs inside the guard shack.
Right.
And so that will go a long way because that does something with the earth. It is burnt charcoal, whatever, and it's good for the earth.
Nutrients.
Even when we're eating here, she's like, don't put your food in that one. She has a special little garbage can that everything we eat, whatever scraps, whatever it is, put it in there, a little handle on it, and she'll go take the chocho and go up on the mountain every day and around and mix it in. Right. In a year's time, boy, it's going to be like, whoa, there's too much here to eat. Gunga peas. She brought home some gunga peas.
Really? Really?
Yeah. She's bringing home some gunga peas. I'm bringing home this and bringing home that. You talk about potatoes? How much potatoes?
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
We bought some lentils. We bought that, but I had lentils and I had potatoes Had a couple little malts, non-alcoholic. Man, I was in heaven. I have a little bit of the, this lemon pepper, but it's not much salt in it, right? It's lemon pepper, but it's very little salt, and it's real good. Look at it.
Kingsford.
There's
That
none.
came from here, right? Because that came from here.
Right. There's things that you notice. Yeah. But when I looked at it, it's like, it's a little bit of salt in there, but sweating like I do all day, is that a bad thing? I need more salt than normal. I'm not a salt shaker where I'm, regular white salt. No. So that on the potatoes and the lentils, because I was actually going to have a mental health night. I get up and do things in the day, but most of my time is spent in front of this computer, in front of these computers. And most of my time, I got these lights on me. I get up, it's sunny outside, unless I go out, but it's not enough. I need a full day or two just out to go to the beach. This weekend, somehow, some way, I'm going to the beach. I'm going to sit there and I'll take video. I'll talk to people. I'll show you wherever I go. I'm not just going to come back and say, I went to the beach. I'm going to make you feel it. I'm going to make you see it. You coming to the beach with me retroactively. I might go live too, but it's better when you record.
Okay.
I'll use the good camera over there, set up a tripod and call people over. We're going to have some fun.
All right.
It might be Saturday, it might be Sunday. I don't know, but it'll be early. And I'll really be sweating then. So
wow.
I'm gonna do that. But yeah, it's good when like you can bring stuff, and it's not like everything grew up all the way. It'll be like the next half a year, and this time next year, I'll be throwing mangoes over to America from Africa. Like, yo, Ella, watch this. Hey, check this one out.
You better make sure that's exactly what you listen. Let me tell you something.
I gotta really throw it because you way up in Canada.
You way up there. Sir.
Right? Yes.
Sir. Seriously.
I'm not on crack.
No. You're gonna have to even
I am. I've been up from 6. But go ahead.
Even if you have to harvest them a little on the green side.
Yeah. But they do that here too to have a long shelf life. A lot of the people.
No, you're gonna have to send it to me.
That's true. But you know what? I'm gonna get an industrial strength dehydrator.
Oh, right? Dehydrated mangoes.
You know why you want dehydrated mangoes instead of
why do I want dehydrated mangoes?
On Whole Foods? Because it robs the flavor. Taking it off a little green and letting it and put a paper bag by the window. No. See, when you have it privately, because here now, down in the crowd, they go up and get a little green. They got hip. Like, we can sit this out longer and get a sale than getting it ripe. And it's good. You want to eat it there, but then it'll get rotten quick. Not because there's something wrong with it, because that's the way it is. It's made to eat. You go into supermarkets in America, they get how many of you have seen a seductively red, shiny apple? Fat, big. Whoa. Not them little red, delicious apples that's in the bag and some of them got little brown spots. That's what you need to do. Get those. But with the wax, and sometimes you're a kid, you don't know there's no wax on there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. I gotta throw my arm off. You get the mango, there'll be an arm attached to it, like, yo, mail me my arm back, right? So yeah, but the thing is, like I said, you get it when it's ripe. The mango, but the apple, you buy the apple home, you bring it home, buy it, bring it home. It's like rotten. Red, rotten, nasty, powdery, no life in it. You just want, let me throw this. What the hell? But outside is nice, and the skin looking rigid, and you're like, but it was sitting up nice on the shelf, like, buy me, I'm the best thing in here. You better off getting a little bag of red delicious apples that may have a little bruise on it, but it's juicy. It may not even look as pretty. But what I'm saying is that with the dehydrator now, that last bit of time that they avoid here and taking it early when it's green, it may ripen a little bit if you put it in a paper bag and put it in the whatever you do, but it ain't gonna be until it is ripe on that day, the ripest it's ever gonna be. The sweetness inside that mango is like 10 times what you taste in that one that was picked a little early. Eat that bad boy. Whatever plans you had for dinner that night went out the window. If that tree has a bunch of mangoes, you're like, we ain't going to no restaurant tonight. Let's get us a little bucket. Let's get us a little crate or something. and we're going to load up on mangoes, and we're going to eat mangoes. And that's why you get sloppy with the mango. You got a mango in your hand halfway that's not even finished, and you got all the mango juice, and you got another one. You sitting here doing a menage a trois with mangoes. All kind of combinations going off. And it's all down. Is it all over my face?
I hope not.
Mango. Yeah. But there's nothing like the one sweet off the soil here. Oh, man. And they're so cheap. And when you grow them yourself, guess what? Ain't no money gotta be exchanged to get it.
True.
Ain't no white man supermarket gonna charge me all of this amount for a damn green mango that ain't in the sweetest. I'm in the motherland, I'm eating this. And the watermelons. The watermelons recently that I've been purchasing, they do the same thing. They bring it down from way out in the country and bring it out a little early. It looks good, you get it, and it's not where it should be.
Right.
To sell, they want it to be good for the next 4 or 5 days to sit out there. Then maybe it might get a little better, but when you cut it off that way, it's not going to get to the full potential of where it should be.
Right.
So that's, take it as it ripens, like this is the sweetest it's going to be. You take it at that point and cut it open and slice it as sweet as it, and dehydrate it. Now, when you dehydrate it, it has a long shelf life, but it froze in, not freeze like cold, but it locked in that flavor, and it's dehydrated, and there's no water, so that natural sugar gets more concentrated. So you eat a dehydrated mango in a straight candy, and it's straight good for you. It ain't gonna for your body with the enzymes, the life force, and you look at a Snickers bar like you can't do nothing for me. You dead matter. Let me eat this mango and whatever other fruits that you have out here. You wait until it's not a profit thing. It's not we can get more sales and get them out. We don't care if they find out that they're not ripe. No, dehydration plus now to ship it is a lot easier because now you're getting all this.
You get all the water out of it. Yeah, that's true.
It's a cheaper shipping cost. We pass on to you. So I don't have to, if I get some more land or something, I can start where I am and start doing this amongst us. Just cover the price, everything. Let's get a little sampling going on. And then maybe we can start a business that way. I'm always thinking that way.
Oh, yeah.
But when I am where I'm supposed to be at base level, where, okay, I'm here now. I'm done with this project. I got time. I do have time. I have time enough to think. Let's make something happen. So it's switched. There's a lot of guys over here like, oh, I wish I had the combination. I wish I had the contact. Scrooge Greedy said he can't hear anything. So yeah, Reese, I'm tempted you, right? Oh, okay.
Oh, you can hear now. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm surprised the internet is really behaving because around this time of night for me, it starts to glitch up.
Calm down. Don't speak.
Well, no, it happens. I got 2 internets anyway, and if not, I'll whip out the phone. So if I don't get you with the baseball bat, the blade of the knife, I'll stab you. So who knows?
Okay.
Yeah, but that, to have the contacts there, you have a contact here. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
The Americans over here too now. There's a lot of people that come over here like, yeah, I can exploit my own Black American brothers and sisters. I'm not trying to hide from nobody. You know what I mean? So in time, and people say, well, you talk stuff, but you never do it. Look, y'all don't know how much we're doing right now. When those things are taken care of and I have nothing but time. See, the white man and his companies and business don't want you to have time. Oh, you got the next 3 days off. You need to come in and work for those 2 days and we'll give you 1 day off tired. No, I want to be rested. I want to be training. Soon I want to get some weights and put up there and make a little room for that and take my time. Not now, but take my time as there, get up and then lift some weights and jog in place, run, ride bike, come on, be like, oh, okay, I'm done with that. Let's do a show. Let's do a record. Let's do this. Let's make some calls, make some business happen, and just have time to think that kind of stress and benefit everybody else. There's a benefit to that. You set up something. I mean, even the whole lemonade stand concept. You don't have to be big to make profit and do a business. You can start out small. If you have something good and unique, even if just let's joke and say, I've got the sweetest dehydrated slices of mango from Africa. You let somebody taste that. You let somebody who's health conscious taste that. You'll have a local gym and say, wait a second, can we like work a deal with this? Will you give us some? Okay, no problem. We'll do that. Then there'll be another establishment and people coming around and you sell it yourself and you work something through that. I'll be like, yo, I got to buy more land to do a bit. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And you build from that. You build within your own community. Just to have that, just to, So, I mean, what dope dealers do is, it's a righteous technique, although they're doing something unrighteous. Get a little crack, hey, man, take this little piece right here. Oh, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
You go into another crackhead.
Well, you have to hurry up and do the dehydration business.
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm doing everything. But in the transition, and it's not like you don't have to have millions to do the transition, but I'm a blue collar guy formally. I'm not going to always be that. I'm not calling that down on myself. I will be big one day, but that's not the goal. Like, I'm going to be big and all of you underlings. But no, we'll all be big. Why not? I'm just enjoying this. But there's a lot of things going on through my head, as you all know. There's things I was supposed to start in January, but I couldn't because we're focused on other things.
Right.
My other talent there. It's there. I'm going to fall asleep watching the videos of that particular category of business. It's going to fall and hit me in the face. If I'm not having a good day, even in the bed, if I'm on the phone and I'm watching, I'm falling asleep, and if the phone hits me or falls on the bed or something like that, that's a good day because now I can roll over and be like, I'm defeated. I'm happy and defeated. That's the
I can go to sleep.
I can go to sleep and absorb this stuff in my head, and I wake up in the middle of the night like, whoa, I put two and two together. Scrooge Greedy, thank you so much.
Scrooge.
Yes.
It's so good to see him back.
Yeah, I didn't forget. It's just that you see the big move that we did, and it's not you. It's like, well, you made that move last year. What are you talking that last year? No, 2020. God, dog, the time flies.
Yes, indeed.
Really what I'm thinking sometimes?
What?
Now it caught me. September of 2020 is when we came here.
Right.
Why am I in September last year I came here?
Because you can't believe that a whole year has passed by already. That's why. Yeah. It's hard to imagine.
April, how are you?
Hi.
Yeah, but no, I'm serious. It and also too because I keep myself.
You got tunnel vision on what you got to do.
You know what I mean? Though. Yeah, I keep myself focused in something, and it's like I'm riding a wave of time, like a surfboard under me. And I'm sitting here surfing and like a skateboard, surfboard, and no waves catch me. Sometimes they dip waves now. I know my balance now. Like when I'm riding the unicycle, I know my balance. That reminds me, I got to get on my unicycle tomorrow.
Okay.
Unicycle, for real. You got to do all these different things. Like, what's the guy who, not Tesla,
Elon Musk?
Yeah. We know he's a white man, he's corporate, whatever, but he's what you say, so fast? No, but we bust out with some things sometime. And I like to think that I have a zany mind like that too. Just you see things different, like an artist where you look on a piece of paper and you see something that others don't. What you gonna draw next? I see you, and it's already in your head. Or you see some open land and you say, okay, I'm gonna build a house here. And I like to do designs. I like to do workflow. I like to create something that is not standard, that nobody ever saw before, that fits me like a glove, and I can explain it to you. This is why I put the steps back there, and this is why I put this catwalk up here, and this is why I did this, did that, whatever. Down to the detail. So it's effortless, it comes out of you. And I'm still gonna do that business.
Right.
But if you want me to design your home, I'm gonna sit down with you. I don't care if you're in France, I don't care if you're in Germany, I don't care if you're in New Jersey, I don't care if you're in Costa Rica. Most people just think that, just for example, just to see how your mind is expanded, that, well, the door has to go here and it has to face the front, and the stairs have to come from the living room and go. No, why? I've seen elements of people who've built homes, and it's like, that's cool. That's so necessary. What happens when you come out from upstairs? Most of the time in American homes, when there's multiple floors in a private home, when you walk down the steps come right down into the living room. Now you got a face there.
Yeah.
You might want to You might have diarrhea and want to come and say, yeah, I'll say hi to you later on. Say, hey, what's that brown so good? You just want to get in the house quiet. So that's why I put steps in the
up
back.
yourself and it's running down your legs and you just want to get to the bathroom.
Exactly. And I'll incorporate some things at the entrance where if you have to pee long before you get to the door, there's a little kind of, you'd be like, little plastic bag with toilet paper right there.
Oh no, that's
make it inside that I'm on my property.
True.
Think about those times.
Or just put a bathroom right out there. Put a toilet right outside.
I don't need no toilet. I'm going down right, I'm stooping so low balls will be hitting the ground. Oh, too much information. Yeah.
Too much information.
Look, this is not Trauma Thursday. This is Traumatizing People Thursday. And I'm
For real.
Soon, give a little rap, I know Sandra's asleep. She works hard, so we're not faulting her. She's going to say, well, take that banner. Don't represent my name with that craziness you're talking. No, she ain't going to say that.
Nah.
Hold it down for her. She might pop in. She might be getting ready now. Getting her hair together. It comes right on.
I know. I know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just looking at a news break, that just came over my phone. This is in Argentina, but 20 killed and 74 sickened by adulterated cocaine in Argentina. Yeah.
Oh, you mean so these were users who got bad cocaine?
Who got bad cocaine, adulterated cocaine? Yeah.
See?
20 killed, yeah, and 74 sickened.
And some of them are going to die.
Hopefully
not, but so we're talking about 95 people affected, possibly 95 people dead, but 20 confirmed, and a few more coming through when you update that story.
Exactly.
So those who are down low with the cocaine, now we know what they do.
Yeah.
And people talk about me, oh, you be telling too much, man. You too much transparent. You ain't gonna find nothing new about me. You just may find more detail, but number one, I don't sniff coke. I never did, never had to. People that are coke minded, there's no way he's gonna have that much energy. I didn't get many hours of sleep,
I know.
For me, it's 2:07.
I know.
A little nap, a little mental nap, meaning like, okay, I'm just gonna feel myself rest. Motivation picks me up because when I cut loose and sleep, like after this, I'm gonna sleep. I was gonna go up on the rooftop again, and it's 2:07 in the morning. After this, I'm gonna go on the rooftop. The camera's right there. The card is in there. The battery's charged. Everything's set. I grab and go. I could do that. That's how I think.
Yeah.
When I'm doing one thing, I'm thinking about the next. And then if that next one doesn't work, there's a next.
I know. I know.
And like this morning, I was determined to record those few words because that was in me to tell. Just that I didn't know. I just.
You mean the one you did? The one you did earlier today? The one you put up earlier today?
Yeah. I did it today. I did it before the morning show.
And it's
so. The morning show, I was doing everything and set it up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did it today.
Okay.
I jumped right up out the bed and did it today. Came to that fire.
Wow. And I missed the live premiere because I wasn't expecting.
I don't have any mental barriers with that.
I wasn't expecting a show so soon after we finished, so I just,
Say it again, because you're buffering to me. You may not be buffering to everybody else, but say it again.
Am I buffering to anybody else? Because my computer is actually behaving right now. Can you hear me?
You sound like some old person stuttering on auto tune. Or RoboCop having an orgasm. All the circus.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, Indigo King says it sounds clear. You froze for a few seconds.
Yeah, it's me. It's probably me.
Yeah.
It's probably me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do like 5 more minutes, and like I said, it's better to leave everybody wanting more and just like peter out. It's okay.
Oh, Scrooge greedy. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. Yes, I know, and you have to learn how to say that properly. So that
P.
So that your pronunciations, your pronunciations are perfect.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up and have a sentence with like 15 P's in there. Just like,
I know.
oh God, I gotta record this.
I know. Oh my
Let
gosh.
me grab my phone. Hold on. Yeah. Okay.
See, you froze again.
Good. Let me get this phone to rest. Say it again.
I said you froze again. When you went to pick up your phone, you froze.
Yeah, it's messing up for me.
Yeah. Well,
let me
I mean,
play my new favorite.
What's that?
Dr. Fredro, gonorrhea.
Baba Sue.
That's one of them cheap Grand Central Station speakers that you don't know what they're saying in the subway. No, at least it was clear a little bit.
Right.
Not as before because there was a lot of noise, and there was like a little, not a kiosk because that was like a little box or something. This guy was sitting there, and it's not him saying it. That Dr. Babasuf, Dr. Gonorrhea, somebody he got a better speaker. I think he's located across the street, and he goes there and he hands out herbal things. And I got to take pictures of this because they have drawings that are detailed, right, of the vagina with sores on it.
Oh, stop it! Are you serious?
On it and big knots and ooze dripping out and all kind of stuff, so that somebody comes and they speak a different Ghanaian language from somewhere else. Visually, they'll point, okay, this is the problem. Okay, take this herb or take that. That's the beauty of Dr. Fredro, gonorrhea, babasu. You take care of it. Or they got a picture.
Wait a minute.
Sores around their mouth.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no.
But see, there's so many people there, and they're like, it's sensitive because they're in there, like they got something going on. They don't want nobody, So when I get the little clips there to put on, I can just put my little GoPro on there. I just walk around and kind of aim it that way. And catch it. I'm not trying to bust nobody or embarrass anybody. I don't do that. But just like to get a picture of that thing, and it's so different. It's just so different down here.
Right. They have no hang-ups about those kinds of things.
Right. And again, even I looked out the window at the construction site across the street. I won't say who it is. It's one of the girls that do business across the street. And there's no bathroom in that little like makeshift bar. And I'm sitting here like, and I'm looking up, I see, I said, well, there's nobody over there working. Who's she going to talk to? I know what they do over there. She just, and turned her back and just squatted.
What?
Right. And it squirted out and it looked like just one big line or something.
Oh my God.
She shook her butt and had a little paper and had whatever and just, hi, so, no shame. I'm just saying, you see things. Like the time I went around the back to take stuff where we dump the garbage. And there's a wall around the park. There's a pharmacy downstairs. There's a wall, nice high. They made the wall high and they got the big gate you got to pull out. So you go out there and you still feel private. But this was before the gate was there. It was partially there. And I take it, I throw the garbage, but I hear. It's a big pole, like a big concrete pillar that holds up, and I see a hand up on the wall. And she looks at me, right? And she turned around and arched her back some more. Homeboy was goatee style, doggy style. And they're sitting here, and I'm like, and I looked, and the skirt was flipped up, and they were just. It was like he was waiting online at the bank, but he was humping. He was just. And I was like, wait a second. So I'm a clown. I was like, what's up, man? He was like, what's up? I was like, oh, damn. All right, see you. Then she was like,
what?
Don't you have no shame?
Well, you ain't got none, so why you worrying about them?
What?
I said, you ain't got no shame, so why should they?
No, he got no shame either. So we're like,
You're,
we're brothers of the same mind, unblocked.
mm-hmm.
I don't rhyme for the sake of win.
Oh
Ain't
my
got no shame
God.
on it. The same thing. Right
Mm-mm.
there, and all that pleasure.
Not in
You know what it
America.
is. Watch.
Not in America.
It's like when I was working in the jail, and of course, the jail food is terrible. Prison food is better, but jail food is messed up, and they give. Remember I told you how they give the weird combinations of food.
Yeah, you did.
Weird combinations, like raisin bran with no raisins, with potato salad next to it because the raisin bran was for breakfast the day before, but they had some potato salad, but the potato salad is dry.
Oh my God.
And or a piece of peanut butter brittle, like candy or something like that, But then you got applesauce next to that. Like there's nothing like it's like we're gonna mess them up.
No sense.
In little bits.
Made
like
no sense. Ren says you're traumatic.
It's Trauma Thursday.
It is Trauma
Thursday. Friday for me.
Oh God.
Yeah. Sometimes I jack the dates up.
I know.
Because
Ren, come back tomorrow night. It's gonna be really traumatic.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that show tomorrow
night. Are we gonna do it tomorrow night
or
Saturday?
I want to. There's nothing scheduled for tomorrow night. Even though I might. So tomorrow's Friday. I might have to push the morning show back some like into the evening, but I really want to do it. It depends on certain factors. So early, but it should go through. But it depends on certain things. I don't want to be out and have to rush back, but I'll do a big jumbo something. There'll be other stuff coming. So I kind of still got to play it by ear like that. But there'll be at least 3 things put out tomorrow. That's no problem. But I was saying, like when I was working in the jail, you don't realize how important food is. Like, when you're eating, you're enjoying it and all that stuff. Some people like feel you're not supposed to enjoy it. You're not supposed to be eating that type of, you know what I mean? Like be anal with your food. I'm living, right? But when they're in the cell and they have that cell door, you might be in a day room or just outside of it or whatever. And there might be 8 to 10 cells up top on the second tier and 10 cells on the bottom and 2 guys in each cell. If it's depending on the custody level. So it might be like 1:30 in the morning and you think they're sleeping. Then they really don't sleep a lot of them till 3 and 4 sometime. But they get up, they get their meds or they may have to go to court or something like that. They just stay up all night talking. As long as they're not loud, it's okay. But you break out. And as soon as you break out with this brown bag that you went and bought, maybe for some people it's fast food. They know. They look at that glass. Oh, they got that over there. I know there's some food. And even the guy that is cleaning up, the inmate that's cleaning up, he's a different custody level. When he goes into the cells and, yeah, man, smell like you got some pizza in that bag. I mean, little things become big. And so when you break in, hear your bag from distance, like, yo, you want to know what's in there. Like you have nothing to do. But still, those other things become, it's like a word find puzzle. The little things, little mysteries become something,
Right.
So now you break out with it. And it's 1:30 in the morning and the lights are down in the cell, but then you see movement and you get on the radio, so and so and so. Open up the lights on cell 8, cell 6, cell 4, so and so, bing, bing, bing. And you see heads there and they're watching you intently as you take every bite.
Oh my God.
Or the KFC. And don't have fast food. And now you do a nighttime cell check. No, you don't go in, but you do it every 30-minute thing. And they there about like, yo, scared, man. Yo, you can eat some of that chicken bone, man. You can like eat half the chicken, man, and dump it in here somewhere, man. They'll offer to eat after you. They want the crumbs of the crust out of the thing. Anything. Man. Even the guys that have a lot of custody levels that they're cleaning up, they're trustees, they call them, right? They wear the yellow, not in every facility, but they'll, okay, go ahead and take this. And sometimes the office will be like, yeah, go ahead, you can eat that. For real? But don't get caught. There might be another officer walking like, hey, what are you doing? You're breaking the rules, breaking protocol. I've never seen. We had a brother that I used to name a lot of the guys just in fun, and they loved it. There's one big, imposing, intimidating brother. I called him Suge Knight. And he loved it. Horrifying the things Suge Knight did, but it was like, he was the gentlest, nicest guy. But he had he was tall, And he had that look, when left alone. He's the kind of guy the cops would mess with because they think that he's like the Incredible Hulk. If you're 5'2", the cops see you and you're black, you're really like 6'5". He was already 6'5". So they probably
so
10 feet.
10 feet, right?
So what's up? Yeah. So we used to give him pizza. We'd order pizza when he'd come around. We'd call for one of the trustees. We knew he was working in the area. He'd be the first one over there. Yeah, how y'all doing? He looking for it because he trained. You know what I mean? Just like you keep putting milk outside the door for the cats. There are like 8 cats out there. One cat, man, dogs, anything. You know what I mean? So he came back looking for it. I never saw a brother eat pizza that fast because he had to put it down fast. He couldn't be seen. There was a catwalk next to the post that sergeants and lieutenants can walk by. So he had to hold himself a certain way. We used to give him a little hookup. Like we'd stand behind him, even though he was tall, he couldn't sit down. That would look funny. He'd take 3 slices of pizza, fold it over. 3 slices of pizza still in his hand. Gone. He'd be eating it, watch him. Somebody walk past the catwalk here. He ain't chewing. It's like when you're in your girlfriend's house and you're getting busy and the father's in the next room and you hear noise and you're like, whoop. Everything twitching. So
why is she sitting on your lap? Why are you sitting on his lap? Oh, nothing. We're just talking.
Intimate connection, baby. That song by Clear. Yeah, fast food is heaven in jail. The smell of it. And I used to tease some of the guys, right? I wasn't being cruel, but I used to tease them, right? I said, man, every time I eat, I see you pressed up against the glass like that little kid that wanted to get on the school bus first. There was always that little kid, a little small kid who maybe he had seizures or something, but he always had that band on the back of his glasses. Like when you spazzed out, the glasses would I mean, I don't care how dirty the school bus glass is. And then you see his vapor all over the glass. That's where they all were. It was like a little square glass, that reinforced glass. What you drinking? I can hear you drinking. This thing is good. Put the headphones on. And you got ice in the cup.
I do.
Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah, no, see, I got good with the sounds working like that. So check this out.
Yeah.
We pressed against it, sitting here eating, and you don't hear no activity. The sound stopped. You look up and they're there. I said, man, y'all are looking at me like you looking at porn. And this is what y'all doing. You masturbating your tongue, fantasizing about the food. Like,
oh, God.
So insane. I'm eating pizza. Oh, you wrong, sir. You wrong for that, man. You wrong for that.
Oh, man. Were you could you ever bring them food? You weren't allowed to bring them anything, were you?
But read between the lines.
I know.
Rewards.
Yeah.
Other rewards.
Like bring a bucket of Kentucky or something like that, and
you could do it openly. I mean, if you did it, you and the crew were eating it, and then now you had food snitches, oh, that's how you'll do so and so and so, and then they go tell.
Yeah.
So you do something on a super low, like when you're doing a check, because there's always eyes on you. There's always eyes on you. And if not, there's cameras, and there's cameras to supervisors, or there's always eyes on you.
Right.
You learn to be relaxed in that. That's relaxed when I'm here. I can be rubbing my eye on a daggone live stream. It don't matter because that's real. We all rub our eyes. I saw a cat laying out in the street. You know what I mean? It's life.
Just don't pick your nose.
Right? Pick your nose and do this.
And
flick. Out on the screen.
I was like, oh my gosh.
That'll go viral. Oh, man, yeah, food porn is real. Foodgasms. I mean, just to get a bite of something meant so much, and that's the longest bite. You think like us now in the street?
Good macaroni and cheese is a bomb.
You get it? Not only food porn, but it's food foreplay. Sniff it. Let me look at it. Just
sniff it again.
Bite, Food clits.
You're a mess. You better come up with this banner.
I know. They're gonna be like, this is a very, even those professionals in
Traumatic
Sandra,
Thursday.
um, I don't know. The show bearing your name traumatized us. They were talking about flea
For
clicks,
real.
seeing
For
boogeymen,
real.
having bathrooms near their front gate so they can doo-doo before they get home. What kind of thing are you representing here?
What is this?
you know,
Take our face off of this.
or they might be laughing so much that they just start throwing money at it. We got to have more. This is good for our mental health.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
But
Because you're probably making
but
somebody laugh right now who need a laugh. They just.
look, I don't know what Sandra Hinton knows, but I like to laugh. I love to spread that around, and I have a ton of stories. Even I gotta laugh at myself. I'm self-effacing. I'll laugh at myself publicly because it brings me joy. I mean, I've always been that way. Not like stupid stuff, slapstick type stuff, but cerebral kind of things that, even if you're in a doctor's waiting room or office or whatever, waiting for them to call you, and there's some strangers, right? And they're all sitting here, and like you just say something a little light and just make them laugh a little bit.
True.
You don't know what you're doing. You're planting a good seed. It may change your whole trajectory of their day.
That's
because
true.
you're in the doctor's waiting, the waiting room, and waiting to get called.
You reading Ren? You lost your train of thought.
Yeah, say it again.
No, I said you look like you read what Ren said and lost your train of thought.
Oh, no, I didn't actually. No, rename this banner. Rename it, yeah, right. Well, we'll take it off for now. Let me change it possibly. I think I have some stored up here. We can kind of change it around. Let's see. I'll take the blame for this trauma. Let's see here.
Let's see who's traumatized. This is tame. This is tame compared to other
this is not.
shows.
This is
nothing. Right.
Right. No, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
This is really tame. Yeah. What should we rename it, Ren? What should be the new name?
Well, folks will understand from the beginning and watching your music.
Yeah.
We're waiting, natural progression. So, it really not going to affect, they'll know that, okay, maybe something came up or she couldn't show up or whatever have you. That happens. I mean, that happens, But yeah,
I hope she's
the world
okay.
is funny, man. Is this funny? Well, that's the thing, Like when somebody else was a little late earlier today, I will say no names.
Don't say any names. I was on time. You see, I'm over. You're so accustomed to me coming on the show, 5 minutes before the show starts, 3 minutes before the show starts, whatever. Today was just like, what the hell? Where is she? But I tell you, man,
well, I'm saying you were late though, but you was just a little late, so we're not going to penalize you.
No, you can't penalize
blow
me.
you up.
Next
I'm sweating
time,
over here, just rubbing my feet.
I know. Isn't your sweat salty? It doesn't burn your eyes?
A little bit. But your body balances out like that,
Yeah.
Body kind of balances out. But it's like
y'all drink so much water anyway, so.
We get water by the crate. I mean, like not by the crates, but like we buy up I get a whole lot of water because it can happen anytime. So it's like I'm prepping. I go to the water spot, we come back with a whole lot. Like we could drink water for 2 months and we would be all right. That's just.
So how do you carry it back? You have that thing that you pull it.
So I pay somebody with a open small pickup truck and load it up.
Oh, okay.
To the second floor.
Okay.
A lot. I got a guy that specifically I'll call him and say, okay, tomorrow comes. So there's those kind of things I want to do. Maintenance wise. That's why it's so easy not to have a car out here. Transportation is so cheap.
Right.
You just know you can walk out right now and find somebody with a pickup truck who's hungry to make a little bit of money. And it's 2:28 in the morning. You can find. It's not gonna be as easy, but you can find. That's no problem. Tell them what you want to do. They give you a good price. Boom, you got it. They're pleasant. Help you bring stuff up. Do them a few extra CDs. Here's my number. Call me again for this. That's the way it is.
I want a bag of those the hibiscus what you call it?
Oh yeah, because she been making some hibiscus tea that's I think there's one more. Wait a second. Hold on. I keep talking. You see that thing got me like crack. Hold on.
I knew that's what was gonna happen. Predictable, predictable. Oh my gosh.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Thanks for reminding me. It was the last bottle of
Really?
hibiscus tea. With a little ice
Shake
in
it
it.
up.
Now she'll make it and
Shake
put
it
it in
up.
the special ice. That's the place we go to. Special ice that's around the corner.
Oh, okay,
And they have
okay,
like
okay.
you can get a lot of restaurants and I mean you can get all the water
Why it
you
don't look
want.
as red as
Right?
I'm
So it runs.
accustomed to it being? It needs to be redder than that.
I don't know what she did to it. No, I know. She put some kind of something in here, kind of changed the color around. But you know what? It's a mixture. It's not just hibiscus. It's
Okay,
some ginger
okay,
and something else.
okay, okay.
You don't know how good this tastes.
I do.
You don't know.
I
It's sweetened a
do.
little bit natural.
I do.
Mm.
A little tart, a
I
little
do.
tangy.
Like Denroy Morgan and I'll do
I do
anything for
anything.
you.
Yeah.
I do. Do.
I know. I
Mm.
know. Wait, where's
Look, y'all.
everybody? How come we only have 37 people? 31. What? Where's everybody?
You know, hey, that time of night.
It's not no time of night. It's just 9:31.
For me,
Uh,
hey, it's dark.
oh wow. It's got ice in there, Lance. It was in the freezer?
Yeah, it was in the freezer. She took it out and put it in the fridge, so it's
Oh,
good.
okay. 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 I ain't mad at you.
Mm.
I am not mad at you at all. Mm-mm. No, no, no.
Mm. Oh my God, it's good. It's
Mm.
good. That's good. Thursday night thrill, brother Raw in the house.
Hey, brother Raw, I just saw. Oh gosh, how you doing? How you doing? You see, if I wasn't drinking some ice, water with ice in here, I'd be so mad at you right now. I'd be so upset
If
with
you
you.
tasted this and saw what you ain't getting, you'd really be
No,
mad.
but because I have some already downstairs, so it's not like. But I would like for her, if
But you know the difference?
possible.
Before you say that, let me say this.
Mhm.
Where you are is cold. Now I know it's warm in your house, but
Yeah,
it's hot out here.
I know. So that just makes it
This
even
thing
better.
really, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You
It
know,
hits a spot.
temperature. Yeah, no, yeah, it
Yeah,
does. So look, I'm sweating,
I see it.
you know, but I'm good with
Hmm.
that. I like that, you know.
I see it. Hey, brother Raw. Yes, much love to you, my dear. It's always so good to see you when you come in the chat.
I'm
Makes me
drinking this like
happy.
people smoke joints. I'm sitting
Like how,
here.
for real, you're just tempting everybody.
But if I do it like this, yeah, man. Let me tell you
Ugh.
something. Y'all saw this chick up in the morning, man. She had a good man. Her ass, man, was
Hey,
so, you know.
you do that too well, You do that
I
too
imitate people.
well.
Trust me. I had to imitate a homosexual when the husband came home one day when I was a younger guy, and the girl didn't tell me that, you know,
Oh my goodness.
my t-shirt and tied it up in a knot. I had Jerry curls, so I was already halfway there, and then I was high yellow at the time, right? So I just changed my voice around, my mannerisms. I did it too good. Because later on, she said, "You did that too good." I said, "My life depended on it."
That's
I wouldn't
right.
violate a brother like that, but I'm just saying she lied. They were
My
separated.
God.
They didn't live together, but he'd pop in. The big George Foreman looking dude with the big. And what made it scary, he had the sausage in his neck. His head was bald.
Oh,
Had this,
that roll? Oh gosh.
that's that I don't play role. You know what I mean? And he
Mhm.
came in looking like Bone Crusher Smith with his eyes. Like
What are you doing here?
I was physically fit and I was strong, but that he had too much weight. He was too many weight classes high. He lean on me and nah. Man, brother can't beat everybody. He ain't gonna beat no heavyweight champ. He got skills, but it ain't gonna count. Once the size difference is that big, it's a
That's
wrap.
true. That's true. That's true.
It is good. But you know what happens? You know what I hate?
Juice
When
orgasm. Juice
When you
chasm.
freeze something, when you freeze something and it has the ice and you drink it down, you're like, okay, I got ice. It's more left. But the ice don't got no flavor. When it melts, it's like, you don't taste like it.
Exactly.
I'm getting
Exactly.
extra flavor right now. And when I'm done, I'll leave it, but I'm not expecting anything from it after that.
It is something.
Mm-hmm. That's some old science
And then
lesson.
the ice, basically what happens is it freezes out the water and then concentrates all the sugars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm.
Oh, Scrooge Greedy. It's 15 degrees in Tulsa and he's smoking a blunt.
Oh, yeah, man. I
I'll
always
smoke a CBD joint. Boy,
like when Dr. Kang,
calm my nerves.
he had these CBD gummies.
Mm-hmm.
You're only supposed to take 2 of them. And he gave everybody like the package of, the CBD gummies. Very powerful. You're only supposed to take 2 of the CBD gummy, right? But I wasn't around when he said that. So it had a whole lot in there, like 30 CBD gummies, right? And he gave one to me, gave one to Mr. Skirt. Mr. Skirt fell asleep. I was on the computer. I was in Houston, Texas. I'm sitting here. Wherever I am, I'm doing work. I said, man, them things taste good. I'm thinking it's candy. I didn't really know at that time what CBD was. So I'm eating. Finished the whole 30. She's asleep. She probably don't like no candy anyway. Let me take hers too. Ate all of them. And I didn't fall asleep. I was up and couldn't sleep.
Oh my God.
After I laid down a little bit, we all got up to see what the activities were for the day. So Mrs. Scurv had mentioned it. Oh, I got to get some more candy from you, Dr. Kang. Candy? That's not just candy. It's CBD candy. And she says, what? What? It is? Yeah. Lance, you ate both bags. I was like, yeah. Oh my God. Here he's laughing. Wait, nothing happened to you? You should still be sleeping. He couldn't believe it. He says, I have to look at something wrong. If you ate 4 of them, you should have been knocked out. You ate 6.
And you ate 2 bags. Oh my God. You got the constitution of an ox.
I'm telling you, I'm not a crackhead, but if somebody forced me to smoke crack at gunpoint, I'm like, go to sleep. Everything opposite. For real.
Well, that's good. That's good. No buzz for him, Brother Rod. No buzz. None whatsoever. So Lance, why you playing greedy and just drinking off the whole darn thing at one time?
Nah, you have a thing called foreplay and you have a thing called aftercare.
Where's the aftercare? Yes, Scrooge, my CBD joint.
Oh God. Gotta get her to make some words tomorrow. This mixture.
How many bottles does she usually make?
20 or 30.
Okay.
I love when she first makes it because I can like kill 10 of them and nobody notices. And then I go in the fridge and spread it out.
Oh my gosh.
I get bottles of water, put it in the back and fill it in.
Oh my God.
See a secret what I did. She has this when they sent it over, they shipped it over. It's from Whole Foods, some like really natural peanut butter, like none of the extra stuff that they put big thing up. And naturally with natural peanut butter, it's gonna have a lot of oil in there at the top. I don't like that.
Right.
Oil. But she'd get me usually I'll take one of those things when I was back in America and pour all the oil out. But then when you go back later on,
it's dried out.
Like concrete, which I don't mind. When you try to spreading rocks, you know what I mean? So I like to eat it like that. I'll eat it. I'll get one and just use it like candy, but it's not candy. But I'm like, let me get 2 scoops of that peanut butter. So we got, all the barrels that were shipped to us before from America. She has a way of hiding things, right? So she got one out. I guess she's going to do something with the peanut butter tomorrow. But I'm like, I know she got more, but it got all this oil in it just a little while. I said, before the show, I was like, let me get 2 scoops of this peanut butter. But see, you can see that the peanut butter went down. But she so pissed with me when I poured the oil out for good. So what did I do? I took a separate container and poured the oil in there, took the peanut butter, ate some, smoothed it down, and poured the oil back. Put it back on. I know she's gonna get me tomorrow and wake me up.
Oh my
And sleep.
God.
She's gonna wake me up and put the peanut butter next to me and just look at me. And we'll look, well, that's peanut butter. That's nice. You know what you did? Videotape that. You'll be laughing.
Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm,
Mm-mm-mm.
real.
I want some of that banana bread, man.
Mm-mm. All of that stuff. And she was looking at ovens the other day and stuff like that. They got different kind of stuff here. They have American stuff sometimes in the bigger stores. And, you know, maybe I need to take pictures, but some of these appliance centers are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of things from this side of the world, you know, the Middle East and France and other places, the Turkey and all this stuff. And some of that stuff is dope. Some of that stuff is better than some of the American stuff. I'm not knocking America, but I say, whoa, that's heavy duty. They even have
Right.
some, I forgot what the name was, a high-end oven. I was like, whoa, God, what was that? I have a friend of mine who bought that stuff.
Thermador.
That was there. That was there. There was another one. It's another name. That'll come to me, but it was like, and it wasn't bad in price. So some of the things from this side of the world that have to get shipped over and exported, they're going to tack on some of the price.
Right, right.
On this side of the world, it's just up and down from Europe and down France and, you know, Dubai and, you know, so it's a lot of stuff already here. Like,
right.
I wanted to order something from South Africa when I was in America. That's going to be a lot of money, but I'm here in Ghana. It's just like right up the road. Not up the road, but it's closer. So there's a lot of things that I want to get that they have in South Africa.
Well, I think this is did Brother Lance fall off for anybody else, or is it my or is it me? Let me know if you can hear him or if he froze or if he fell off for you. Please. I think he fell off.